the show, everybody.
Welcome.
We are now shooting Loud AF with Mr. Monday Night.
Hey, now.
Monday night.
The Brian Scartocci.
Hey.
Ooh.
There we go. And that's a wrap. That's perfect.
Good night, everybody.
That's
Cheers.
perfect.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Brian has been, or should I call you Mr. The Scartocci?
Well, you know what? Whatever you'd like, quite frankly. It's Monday night. I'm
Mr.
ready.
Monday Night here, I have known since, peripherally, we've known each other since I moved to Austin 5 years ago.
Okay.
Friend of a friend type of situation, and I have appreciated him and seen him a couple of times play, and just I've always said, this is one of those guys that will pop.
Right.
Hey, now.
This is one of those individuals that deserves to be doing what he does, which is in front of throngs of people.
On a good
Like
night.
taking every bead of sweat and energy, and I love watching this guy perform. We went and saw a performance the other night. We loved. We'll talk about it maybe in another episode. But he,
has the same energy.
He has the
same
even
passion.
more so.
Whoa.
Like, he starts off in a suit, and by the end of it, he's in his wife beater and boxers.
Really?
I've ruined more suits than I've purchased somehow. That's
So
something.
I know a little bit of your backstory, but I want you to tell your backstory, kind of what your journey and what's brought you here and where you're at, and what's on the horizon.
Oh, man, from beginning to end, from the Genesis.
There we go.
Well, I guess where should we start? In Austin? I think the story of getting here is a fun one. I had my high school sweetheart, and everything was beautiful. We graduated high school. She moved in the parents' basement with me, and that's how we're going to start this. I was like, okay, welcome to adulthood. And her mom and her sister moved back to Austin, where they'd lived for a while before. So I packed up her little moving truck and kissed her goodbye, and little 20-year-old heartache and angst. Mm-hmm. And she called me from the road, where she'd found out that she was pregnant. So that was my ticket to Austin, Texas. That hot ticket to Austin.
That's right. That's
my
right.
brother from the road the next day.
Right.
Where you at? Memphis. Also, your daddy now. Which was. I don't know if it would have worked out any other way. I don't know that at 20 years old, if I had had the courage to just be like, let's go to Austin, Texas, let's go anywhere,
Right.
To try and make something of myself. So it was almost like I was dragged here and then found my way into it. It was, you go from a small town in Maryland to where I was living at the time to Austin, Texas. So there's there's a world of opportunity. So I
Absolutely
found my way to it, and I started recording some demos and things like that, and it's just spiraled. It's been about 2 years now that I've been doing my own solo career, solo music, and this is working. It's clicking.
Now, you were on The Voice.
Oh, yeah.
What season?
Season 3.
Season 3.
Yes, sir.
And you went fairly far, right? You did.
I made it past all the initial auditions.
They turned their chair.
They did turn those chairs. That's true.
There we go.
And I found myself on television, that was a trip. I think I was 26.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And still pretty green, really. I'd been playing live in Austin and things like that, but I hadn't gotten to the point where, basically from the frying pan into the fire.
That's a whole nother level.
26 years old, bare minimum experience, and then all of a sudden you're on national TV. It's like, you got to make a Twitter, and you got to make a Facebook, and you got to make an Instagram, and you got to talk to your fans. Like, I don't know how to talk to anybody right now. I'm still figuring out who I am.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where if I had have known then what I know now, we could be doing this show on a private jet, but it wouldn't have worked. I think that it had to happen this way, and we'll still get on that jet, brother.
Yeah,
there we go.
Sure.
Next episode with Brian Scartocci is from his private jet.
In the air with Brian Scartocci.
Flying high above the island nation of Belize.
There we go. Beautiful place.
It's not an island, but
yeah. So you've been putting out some singles, and I would describe you, and correct me if I'm wrong, retro soul.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. That's
and you've just got that, just that, and the range. Like, I don't know if I've ever, because I was listening to some more of your music today, and you don't really always, at least on your recordings, you don't always hit those high. But I noticed you had a few of those little, like, just
Oh, the crazy high notes.
Crazy
Those
high
whistle
notes
notes.
in some there. Or was that like a background singer that just...
Oh, no. That's let's see if I can pull that out here in a minute. That's something I've been developing that here for maybe... I didn't have that the whole time. I think that's something I've been developing mostly in the car.
Okay.
For the past 4 years. But I still listen to the same stuff I've been listening to since, the jump. There's old school soul music my entire life. I grew up in New Jersey.
Okay. Where in New Jersey?
Hamilton Square, so a suburb of Trenton.
Yeah, I'm from
right there in the middle.
I'm from New Jersey too.
You're from New Jersey, and
and you look
Lord have mercy.
And ladies and gentlemen, can we
Separated at
just
birth.
point this out that if he takes his glasses off, we can just interchangeable. There we go. So there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Brian Scartocci.
That's really something, man.
Are you going to sing for us last?
They look good.
That's not gonna happen.
They look good on you.
No, I lived in South Jersey, so I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
I ran
Hamilton
a Five Below near Hamilton Square. So
there you go. Yeah, which was I love New Jersey. I only get back maybe once a year, if even.
yeah,
but,
I hardly get back too.
But
yeah.
I still feel there's a connection there.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna make Jersey proud one of these days. I mean, somebody needs to after that Jersey Shore decade we had to suffer through. Yeah. We used to have Sinatra, and now it's Snooki.
Yeah, in the situation.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
So you brand yourself as Mr. Monday Night.
That happened, yeah.
Yeah,
Mr. Monday Night.
So tell everybody why you're Mr. Monday Night.
Well, yeah, I think when I was lost for a little while. You saw me when I was playing with Austin Heat. That's when we met.
Yeah.
And I'd found myself just lost for a little while. I didn't want to do that anymore. Not that I still love those guys, and I always will. But
and I know they
just
come and
felt
pick up and play with you sometimes. So it's not,
sure,
it's,
I'll love them for the rest of my days. It's just that I didn't see any upward trajectory. I didn't feel any kind of good momentum. And I was tired and beat up and hurting. So I went away for a little while, and I really at that time I would have been happy to tell you that I don't care to even try anymore, which was sad. And I was sad. But the owner of the Skylark Lounge in East Austin, which is a wonderful little dive bar. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah. We actually the episode that went out this week talk about that with Weedy Bars, our haunts, and talked about that. Talked
Skylark
about you in the episode.
So there you are. And well, thank you. Johnny, who owns that place, is just a wonderful guy, and he reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, if do you still want to play at my club? Because I would hate to lose you," or whatever, however he worded it. And I said, I do. Yeah, I do. But I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. So he said, "Come meet me. We'll talk about it." And for a little while there, he would meet me just about every Tuesday, and kind of let me spill my guts. Like, this is what I see. This is what I wanted. Like, this is who I am. And we eventually decided on, well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you Monday night. You can have Monday night. There's nothing going on. It's not pretty, and it might take a while to do something with it, but have it.
Yeah.
So he gave me Monday night, and I didn't have a band. I didn't have hope or anything, So I would show up religiously, and I would sing my heart out, and kept me alive enough till I started to, on the back end, I had my songs that I'd written, didn't really have an outlet for them, and I would do bastardized versions of them on Mondays, but I kind of got it going with my good friend Austin Roach, my bass player Sean Rodriguez, and my friend and drummer Braden Avance. And we kind of put it together because I had booked an appearance on the Fox News, the morning show. So I wanted to have it good. And the practices for that went so well. Everybody was encouraged. We decided to practice up a whole set for Monday, and then those guys started sticking around on Mondays. Long story short, Monday's a thing now. Monday's an event at the Skylark. I play there every fourth Saturday too, and those almost every time pale in comparison to what my regular Mondays look like. It's something else now.
I love Skylark. Like, people get there, and I love going places where you can dance, you can have a great time, and you're not looking at, you don't have to worry about somebody thinking you're grinding up on them. Everyone's just there to have a good time. It's not a pickup joint. It's a good time place.
Right.
That's pretty much it,
And
you just let yourself
and
go.
And it's nice because you get people from like all ages, all demographics are there.
Everywhere, everybody.
Everybody's just having a good time.
And exactly. It's
awesome.
it's like I should have come up with a clever way to describe it on the way here, but it really is something else. It's like everybody's invited. It's everybody's party.
Yeah.
Everybody in Austin, Texas is invited and beyond. and everybody finds a way to have a good time, and I'll facilitate it best I can.
Yeah, here's the thing: you facilitate it. Don't be. I don't know what happens. I just get up on the stage and everyone's like,
"Oh, it's beautiful.
This is great." No, this guy pours his heart out. So, would you do us a favor? He was going to bring a guitarist, but he's got his snapping fingers.
Yeah. Better than a guitarist.
So he's gonna serenade us on out.
Yeah.
Right.
So share some of your soul with the
please,
folks,
brothers. It's my
and
pleasure too.
We're gonna put this out there, and dozens, then hundreds, then thousands, then millions shall see it, my friend.
And one thing before we get to that, our Bob Barker moment.
Yes, thank you. Support your musicians. Go to their Monday night things. Go to places that if there's a cover. I've seen this so many times. Are you playing? Yeah. Is there a cover? Yeah. Yeah. I just can't. Pay the cover.
That's right.
Buy the merch. You got merch?
I got the T-shirt right now.
He's got the
Mr.
T-shirt.
Monday Night T-shirt.
Mr. Monday. I'll be wearing that here in a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
I decided to start buying merch and wearing. I'm wearing
Riders
Against the Storm, local hip hop group. Next week I'll be wearing, or next set of episodes I'll be wearing. You wait to see.
Just wait.
But I'm switching up from my Notorious and all that. But folks, streaming does not make a living for these artists. They have to stream hundreds of thousands of streams in a month to make dollars.
Yeah.
So the best way to support our artists is, go to their shows.
Right.
When that tip bucket comes around, and now artists are getting smart, and I've noticed the new the
Venmo
tip
and all that.
the tip card thing
reader,
that you can do.
yeah.
But support your local artists.
I don't have anything.
Go to their shows, buy their merch, let them know you appreciate them, and like he said, he came to a crossroads, and ultimately it was in his soul, and he had to do it.
That's the truth.
But you never know when hitting a guy up in their DM and just saying, "Hey, I saw you last week, and I just wanted to let you know you are fucking awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's never once gone unappreciated. That's,
Exactly.
In any situation,
Sure.
I mean, wrap it any way you want to, but if it's sent to me, and I know that sometimes it's tough to get a flow going where I'm quick with the responses, but I'm trying, and but that's one thing I'd like to let it be known. That never goes un or underappreciated. That means
Absolutely.
a world to me,
Absolutely.
Every time.
Well, bless us, my friend.
Yes. So
all
take us
right
home.
then. Well, there's a little true story. I wasn't born on my back, and I'm not written to lose. My skin is deeper than all of my scars and my tattoos. My soul stays clean, although my brain is soaked in booze. But today I wake up without even hitting the snooze. My heart grows weak, but my legs grow strong. I'm stuck in the weeds, but I'm mowed down the lawn because that shit can't reach me, cause I'll stay just peachy trouble. That shit can't reach me, cause I stay just peachy.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much.
ATAF.
Absolutely.
The Brian Scartocci.
My friend.
Toshi.
Tosi.
Wow. You didn't correct me the whole time?
Hey. I don't care. He's a million records down.
That's right.
You can call me whatever. Call me Brian Johnson. I'm not worried.
Thank you so much
That's
for coming.
right. Thanks, man.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure. Thank you.